Shalom, Yeshabala. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to those Le'akim that preach the word in all truth and sincerity, along with the Israelite foreigner brothers that are like the heathens. But the line of outside goes back to nation of Israel, which nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the prophecies and curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter and throughout the Bible. So this is your buddy your call, a mop and lesson. And on today's lesson, I'll be going to Psalms, the 67th chapter. And Lord willing, you brothers and your sisters out there be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It's also one of my favorite chapters as well too. I just want to go into it. And this is Psalm 67, verse 1. It says, to the chief musician, O Niganoth, a psalm or song. It says, Yahweh be merciful unto us, and bless us, and cause his face to shine upon us. Salah. And right. Now, the scriptures say, Ecclesiastes, to prove what the face is, Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 1. It says, who is as a wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. And right, so the face represents the wisdom of Yahweh Shemel Shai, which is the laws and commandments, because the laws and commandments is our righteousness in the sight of the heathen nations. When you go to Deuteronomy 6, I believe 6 and 6 and 24, it says, and the Lord Yahweh commanded us to do all these statutes to fear the Lord Yahweh our power for our good always, that he might preserve us alive as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before Yahweh our power as he have commanded us. Right, so the laws and commandments is our righteousness, you know, and so when you go back to Psalms 67, you know, that's actually another precept too. I believe it's Deuteronomy 7. It says, let's see, basically like the heathens, they're gonna like this is a wise and wise people. Uh, Give me 1 second, It was really Deuteronomy 4 and 6. Like it says, keep therefore and do them, talking about the laws and commandments, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. All right, so when we go back to Psalm 67, you know, verse 1, it says to the chief musician, O Niganoth, a psalm or song, it says, Yahweh be merciful unto us and bless us and cause his face to shine upon us. It's a lie. So, we want Yahweh Shemon Shai to be merciful unto us and bless us. And that's talking about the nation of Israel, you know. And the face represents the wisdom once again. It says that thy way may be known upon earth, thy saving health among all nations, right? Because the way that the heathens, um, you know, live their life, is really they just cause them, it's not the ways of righteous man. They these heathens they worship idols, they worship, gods that are not gods, man, you know, and they eat all these abominable things, squid and shark, so the way that they follow is not righteous, man. But when they follow the laws and commandments, it's gonna be health among them, because they're gonna be in a way more better position, following our ways than them following their own ways, man. You know, it says, verse 3, let the people praise thee, O Yahweh, let all the people praise thee. O let the nations be glad and sing for joy, for thou shalt judge the people righteously and govern the nations upon earth, Salah, and right. And this all starts off with our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Because we not in the kingdom, us Israelites starting with Yahweh Shai, we're not going to be tyrants on these heathens, man. Now, when they go off, when they get proud, we will have to make examples out of some of them, to put that order in. But for the most part, we're gonna judge, we're gonna govern them and judge them righteously, man. You know, because Yahweh Shai, he's gonna be the top king on earth, man. You know, this is Psalms 2:7. It says, "I will declare the decree. The Lord Yahweh has said to me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession." So this applies to Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to have the heathens for his inheritance because it's lawful in the law we can have slaves of the heathen. You know, this is Leviticus 25:44. It says, "Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids, which thou shalt have, shall be of the heathen that are round about you. Of them shall you buy bondmen and bondmaids." Right. So this proves that it's in the law. It's lawful to have heathen nations as slaves, man. You know, if we're gonna judge them righteously, man, let's read that precept again. You know, we're gonna pay them every day before the sun goes down. They're higher. It's not gonna be like in this kingdom, we have to wait a whole week to get paid, or a whole 2 weeks, or a whole month. No, the heathens, gonna get paid every day before the sun goes down, man. You know, um, this is Psalm 67 and verse 4. It says, "Oh, let the nations be glad and sing for joy." So even the heathen nations in the kingdom, they're gonna be glad and sing for joy, man. They're gonna keep all our ways, all our holy days. You know, it says, "For thou shalt judge the people righteously, and govern the nations upon earth." Salah, and right. So this all starts off with our Lord Yahweh Shai. It says, "Let the people praise thee, O Yahweh. Let all the people praise thee. Then shall the earth yield her increase." And right. You know, the earth is going to yield forth her increase in the kingdom. It's going to be back again, as you read an account in Numbers, the 13th chapter, when two Israelite men had carried a cluster of grapes, you know. So that proves how the earth was back then. The earth was very, very fruitful. Because right now the earth is in a cursed state because the wicked is in rulership, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. But when Yahweh Shai and the elect coming, when the kingdom of heaven be set up on earth, the earth's gonna yield her increase, man. You're gonna have the land Sabbath, because Esau they don't keep the land Sabbath, man, and that's why you know they gotta put so much GMOs out there, man. You know, because the earth, the fields are not, they're not getting rest, man. You know, it says so the whole earth is cursed right now, man. Let's get that real quick to prove that. Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24 and verse 6. Therefore, to have the curse devoured the earth. And right, who was the curse? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Because it actually tells you that he's a curse. He's cursed of the Lord, something like that. In Proverbs, I believe it's the fourth chapter. You know, see, let's see, what could be in Isaiah? I think it's in Isaiah 1, Isaiah 34. Let me see, yep, Isaiah 34 and 5. Come. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven," and the sword is talking about the ICBM missiles. You know, which is the Lord's sword that's gonna, gonna be enter up into the ozone layer that's gonna come and fall upon America, Babylon the Great. Behold, it shall, as it's gonna say, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which Idumea is a Greek word for Edom, you know, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Right. So the Edomites, they are the curse, you know. Now let's go back to Isaiah 24. I mean, Isaiah 24 and verse 6. Therefore have the curse devour the earth, which is Esau, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, because, the earth is gonna, America's gonna be burned by nuclear fire, by the ICBM missiles. And few men left. So the few men left are the elect of Israel that will be saved, you know. So I just wanted to prove that when you go to Psalm 67, that the curse, you know, that the earth is right now, it's in the cursed state, because you got the people of the Lord's curse, which I do, and the Edomites ruling the earth in wickedness, you know. Psalm 67, verse 6. Then shall the earth yield her increase, and Yahweh, even our own power, shall bless us. Yahweh shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him. And that's right, man. This only applies to Israelites, us Israelites, man, because we are the Lord's people, as it says in Exodus 3 and 10. Come down, therefore, and this is the Lord Yahweh talking to Moses. Come down, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. Right. So the Lord's people are the Israelites, which is us today, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigner brothers, you know. And all these curses that we're going through right now is going to be put upon our enemies, the heathen nations, as it says in Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord Yahweh, thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Right. So this is going to be fulfilled in the kingdom, you know. All these curses that we go through right now is going to be put on our enemies, the heathen nations, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, the Caucasian race, you know. So yeah, Akim, that was pretty much it. Just want to make a quick lesson on that. Lord willing, I was edified. Until next time, Shalom.